I'm Jasmine Anderson. The accused Gilgo Beach serial killer held without bail as police continue to search for new evidence. This was the scene at Rex Heuermann's Massapequa Park home yesterday as officials continue their search. The key clues that led police to him involved a Chevy Avalanche, pizza crust, and burner phones. Sherry Einhorn has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
The Gilgo Beach murders, a crime that captivated and terrified Long Islanders for more than a decade. 10 victims, devastated families, and so many questions. Who was responsible? Was there more than one killer? Would the murderer ever be caught?
Rex, did you do it?
Suddenly, an arrest. 59-year-old Massapequa Park architect Rex Heuermann was charged with 3 of the killings. Amber Costello, Melissa Barthelemy, and Megan Waterman. Their remains were found in a wooded area along Gilgo Beach in December 2010. He's also considered to be a strong suspect in the case of Maureen Brainard Barnes. All of the women worked as sex workers. Neighbors in his Massapequa Park community are stunned. Heuermann grew up in the home he still lives in here on First Avenue.
Shocking. They can't be anything else but shocking.
Newsday investigative reporter Sandra Petty explains what prompted law enforcement to make an arrest after 13 years. My understanding is the big break in the case actually came March of last year.
That's absolutely right. That's when they linked a Chevrolet Avalanche to Rex Heuermann. And they also put him in the same areas that had been pinpointed by cell phone records. And he matched the physical description that a witness had given at the beginning of the investigation in 2010.
And that same description also was similar to the FBI profile that had already been out there, right?
Absolutely.
What we now know, according to investigators, is Heuermann was the center of an intense 14-month investigation during which he allegedly used 7 different burner phones and did more than 200 searches about the Gilgo Beach investigation, even checking out the website created by police to gather information and tips. Investigators used DNA from hair samples found on the victims and a pizza box tossed in the trash to help connect the dots.
This was an investigation that was built piece by painstaking piece. They literally had to start from scratch and go through every piece of evidence and look at it again with fresh eyes.
Suffolk District Attorney Ray Tierney credits this arrest to the tireless work of the task force, made up of Suffolk and State Police, the DA's office, the sheriff, and the FBI.
That's what working on cold cases is. You take all of these disparate pieces and you look for relationships, you look for connections. So that's what we did, and that's why you need that collaboration.
There are still 6 other victims tied to Gilgo Beach, and DA Tierney says no one is stopping now.
It's not over. I mean, it's not over by a long shot. So this is the first step.
I'm Sherry Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the Gilgo serial killing suspect on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. New controversy over the casino project planned for the Nassau Coliseum property. Steve Langford has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
I cannot vote for a casino.
This is a once-in-a-generation chance.
This is not the place for a casino.
The arguments for and against a casino resort aired loudly and passionately for hours before the Nassau County Legislature voted May 22nd in favor of going forward with a $4 billion development on the site of the lonely Nassau Coliseum.
I see opportunity.
Tracy Edwards has been hired by Las Vegas Sands to put together the resort owner-operator's workforce and diversity strategy. Edwards is also Long Island Regional Director of the NAACP.
80% of the 5,000 projected jobs are at the staff level, and the average salary is projected to be $70,000 or more.
Construction jobs on the Uniondale site, she says, will number 8,500.
It is our responsibility to fill up a blank sheet of paper by working with the community to build the best workforce and diversity strategy.
Plans for the massive project include the casino, a hotel, restaurants, convention space, a spa, and an entertainment venue. Las Vegas Sands says it will build the resort without a casino if the state does not grant a gaming license.
That site is the education mecca.
Pearl Jacobs, president of the Nostrand Gardens Civic Association in Uniondale, objects to putting a casino resort where she believes nearby educational and medical facilities should expand.
You're going to put a casino in the midst of 40,000 students. To me, is unconscionable.
Everything's a gamble, especially when you're talking about a $4 billion development here. But proponents say they are confident this will happen.
We're starting now. We're not going to wait to see whether we get the casino license, which we will.
The state requires 30% of the project suppliers be minority and women-owned and service-disabled veterans.
Sands has a comprehensive benefit package where it includes child care, health care. They feed their employees, as well.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Okay, passes by a vote of 17-1.
The die cast, while some remain at odds over one of the biggest projects ever proposed for Long Island. Steve Langford for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the planned casino in Nassau on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Are you feeling lucky? Tonight's Powerball jackpot has swelled to $900 million. That's after no one hit on Saturday night. The prize is the third biggest Powerball jackpot and the seventh largest in U.S. lottery history. Good luck. An air quality alert today on the island as we dry out hot and humid. A day after torrential rains turned roads into rivers on the island. Take a look at this. This was the scene in Southampton Village. A police officer controlling traffic in ankle-deep water on Hampton Road and Main Street in Southampton. A Suffolk police officer is recovering after his patrol car was hit while attempting to control traffic near this flooded scene on Sunrise Highway in Islip yesterday. The governor spoke about the wild weather.
And as I said before, this is possibly our new normal. This is the kind of weather that even what should normally be a beautiful beach-going Sunday in July can turn into a devastating catastrophe because of Mother Nature.
Turning things around here, here's a look at Main Beach in East Hampton. You can see the haze. If you're headed to the beach, there's a high rip current risk until tonight, so keep that in mind. Mostly sunny today, highs around 86 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear skies in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, around 84 degrees. And here's a look at your futurecast. The rain returns tomorrow, so grab an umbrella. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
From unique coffee to great food and the beach, Macy Eglin takes us to Bay Shore in today's Destination Downtown.
Long Island's South Shore is a summer season staple, and one downtown packed with family fun is Bay Shore.
Start your day off with a little pep in your step at Bay Shore Bean.
It just provides a space for people to just escape and have a home outside of home, which I think is really, really important.
Kate O'Connell opened the place in 2015, giving caffeine lovers their morning fix with the variety of coffee beans they roast themselves.
So what do you think it is about your coffee and your products that are bringing people in, day after day?
So for me personally, I love flavored coffee, and we offer the beans that are actually flavored with an edible essential oil. They're always changing. We're always having new flavors coming. Like we have a new toasted almond right now and a s'mores, which is perfect time for summer.
Plus, all the baked goods and bagels are locally sourced with vegan and gluten-free options as well. Bay Shore is also home to Benjamin's Beach, the perfect place for family fun in the sun. And they also offer a snack bar and a pirate-themed spray park for the little ones. After a day in the sun, it's time to eat.
This little town of Bay Shore has really become like the staple of the South Shore.
Alyssa DiGirolamo opened Local Burger Company on Main Street, offering a menu packed with mouth-watering, handcrafted burgers. Some of them with toppings you might not expect, like a peanut butter burger topped with cheddar cheese and bacon. And most recently, a kelp burger.
It's kind of fun, kind of crazy, kind of seasonal, and it has that, like ocean vibe, which again, we're right on the South Shore. So I think people are going to get into it, but it's a little funky, but I think it's totally fun.
A perfect spot for meat lovers and vegans alike. And of course, nothing pairs better with a burger than a milkshake.
They do everything from the classics to seasonal specialties, and my personal favorite, the s'mores, topped with mini marshmallows, of course.
Everyone can come here and have something for them. It's just not just like burgers and fries. We try to make it a really good experience for the entire family.
For Newsday TV in Bay Shore, I'm Macy Egland.
A burger and shake, definitely worth the trip. For more on Destination Downtown Bay Shore, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The new Barbie movie is set to hit the big screen this week, and we found one of the biggest Barbie fans on the island. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
With big buzz about the Barbie movie, we went in search of Long Island's biggest Barbie fans, and that led us here to Huntington. Cindy Hemmerquist has loved Barbie for as long as she can remember.
I don't ever remember not having a Barbie as a child. I just kind of never grew out of it.
Her house is now home to hundreds of Barbies. Cindy, this is my Barbie dream come true. In her basement, Barbies from different generations and genres occupy every inch in their own homes and habitats.
This Barbie is from the 60s. My husband built this house from plans from the 1950s. It's called a Betsy McCall dollhouse, but he scaled it up for Barbie size.
So this is where you imagine Barbie would live in the 60s?
Yes.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Perfect for a teenage fashion model.
Cindy also collects Skipper and Barbie's best friends.
Barbie in her dorm room with her roommate, Midge. In the center, that's the Stacy doll. And she was Barbie's friend from London.
Let's have Barbie over for tea.
There's more.
Yes.
There's more.
So this is the new Barbie dream house. This is cool because it has a sliding door. In my 20s, I was trying to think about the things that really gave me joy. And the thing that, no questions asked, with no weird baggage, that gave me joy was Barbie. So I decided to go to National Barbie Convention. Then that led me to learning about vintage Barbie. This is the Vintage Barbie fashion shop, but I've populated it with the Silkstone Barbies that came out in 2000.
Now this is a dream closet.
Yes.
What brings back the most memories for Cindy, and for me too, is this special section. And here it is.
This is
Dream House.
This era of Barbie is called Superstar because this is the Superstar Barbie. And I think that the movie is kind of capturing the spirit of Superstar Barbie.
Of course, Cindy's ultimate dream house is complete with the classic Corvette, Ferrari. That's really the Ken that I remember. And pool house. I had her! Oh my goodness! Hello, old friend. Oh, it's Barbie's world. I'm just happy to be playing in it. She's just as beautiful as I remember. It's really amazing about Barbie is just how many generations have loved her.
Yeah.
For Newsday TV, Elisa DiStefano.
I think I see a few familiar faces there too. Read more about local Barbie collectors on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Get more of the stories you've seen on Newsday TV at Newsday.com. Plus breaking news, investigations, things to do, restaurants, and other Long Island news you can't get anywhere else. At Newsday.com, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a great Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.